Throwaway Oversway is a really beautiful figure and something that Jonathan and I really enjoy dancing. Today we're going to be talking about how to take your throwaway to the next level.
The main ideas that we'll be looking at in this video are how you can enter your throwaway, how you can exit your throwaway, and then a few key details on the throwaway itself in terms of defining the key shaping elements.
Making sure you hit these three considerations will ensure that you have a beautiful throwaway every time.
The first thing that we need to consider is how we enter the throwaway. Now there's a few typical entries, for example a tumble turn, or a Viennese cross, or a reverse turn, also a tally mark, or a closed tally mark. So we're going to quickly show you how we can enter from those figures and how we can incorporate the shape from the previous figure to dance into your throwaway. Let's start with the tally mark, shall we? Okay, beautiful. So that was a closed tally mark. What that figure does is gives us an opportunity to create a shape that reflects the projection of our throwaway. So all of these figures that we're showing you will lead into the throwaway with the sway to the man's left and the lady's right. That helps us to create more volume before we then change the sway to the man's right and lady's left in the throwaway.
In the tally mark, the lady has a heel turn, and what is really beautiful about this version of our throwaway is that we have that rolling sway from the left to the right before we enter our throwaway.
Very good. Let's try maybe something a little bit simpler, just to demonstrate the same entry, the same type of entry with the sway. Let's maybe do a V cross. Jumping straight into the throwaway now, we would like to define very clearly the shape, the very first shape that we have, with, as I said, to the man's left sway to the lady's right. So it's important that we always find ourselves in this position, the sway to the man's left, not to the right, to the left, with a rotation to the right.
For the lady, it's really easy to kind of move into my man's space. So I'm trying very hard to stay in my space.
As we move into the throwaway, the Talysa will remain in her space. Again, not coming across the line of the center. We're going to keep the same sway to the man's left, lady's right, and increase that sway.
Again, without increasing that head pull.
Now, the real beauty is in commencing the turn and then creating a delay in the sway change. Now, we can do this a little bit more classically, where we blend the rotation and the sway together. So you can see there's nothing wrong with that. What we're looking to do with our throwaway is to create an exaggerated shape. So we are trying to, in this case, actually have a little bit of separation between our sway change and our change of rotation. Okay, so we'll just show you one more time. trying to show drama in this position. Lots of sway to the man's left, rotate, then change the sway.
So the timing of the lady's head here is really crucial. I'm very much monitoring and perfectly matching how much sway my man is doing, and then as soon as I feel that change back to the left, that's when my head starts rolling back to the left.
Another consideration for your throwaway is what you choose to dance out of it. So obviously, very commonly done is a promenade, which is what we've done every single time. Just to give you an idea, something else you might like to try, and this is something that we use in our waltz to dance our throwaway oversway, which is dancing an oversway straight after. So now what Talysa and I usually do is we change our sway and oversway. Now if we do that a little bit more how we would normally dance that, we normally dance that with more of a rolling action. Okay, now dancing a promenade, you can still create some rolling, however, typically the promenade position is a little bit more restricted in how much maybe fullness and continuity you can create. Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed this video and we look forward to creating more videos like this.